amazing game, amazing day for both teams. I thought McNeese played a great game. I mean, there were web gems all over the field, and they made us earn everything that we got. I thought we squared some balls up the first few innings and just didn't get rewarded for it. And they didn't walk us. They didn't hit us. They defended the field. And, it's a really good lesson for our guys. Sometimes you get to play from behind. Sometimes in the short term, the ball's not going to bounce your way. Zane, obviously, one of the big stories of the game, hitting a walk-off homer on his birthday. And, he's a guy we've always really believed in. We really liked him in the recruiting process and played him last year a little more than maybe he was ready for. And, he's a really good player, and just really happy for him. And I don't want to take away from what he did today, but wow, Owen Diodati hitting the 2-run homer to tie it up was huge. And Andrew Pinckney, I mean, making a throw 250 feet on an absolute rope like that was a game-saving, type play. So just pretty awesome to have so many game-winning plays, and the competitive spirit of the team was awesome. There was no panic, and just a really, really great win for us.
Coach, what does this say about the determination of this team? You guys didn't have any runs on the board through 6, and then coming back and, making that comeback. What does that say about them?
The game of baseball, we talk all the time about just sticking to the process and letting go, chasing numbers and chasing the outcome. And, there is a luck variable involved, and we hit some balls hard the first few innings and we had nothing to show for it. So you try to tell the kids all the time, don't play to the scoreboard. Now, obviously you do have to play some situational baseball, but we just tell them, just go play, try not to play to the scoreboard. And I thought our kids did a great job of that today. There was never any panic. The feel of the dugout was outstanding, the whole time. And I certainly don't think anyone was pressing.
And Coach, talk about the emotion. It seemed to really spark everybody when Pinckney steps up like that to make a throw. I mean, he's coming in as a defensive replacement, cold off the bench. The ball finds him, but what a play he made to get out of the ninth.
You said it, Drew. I mean, that's a really difficult situation for a player to be put into, to sit there for, 6, 7, 8 innings and have to go in and make a great play. And now you're talking with Andrew, a guy that's played virtually no college baseball. He got in, very briefly last night, but he redshirted last year. So he's a guy that does everything right. He's the best kid in the world. He works his butt off. He's made so many strides, and, I'm just really happy for him to be rewarded with that today.
Now, I know Antoine wasn't credited with the win, obviously Lee, but what are your thoughts on John after his first start of the season today?
I was really happy with Antoine and Jacob McNary, and, it's our first time out, and Antoine's not a guy that walks batters. He's got really good command, and, you look up today and he's 70 pitches in 3 innings. He's 2-2, 3-2 on every batter, and he's throwing way too many fastballs at the letters. And, Antoine is such an emotional young man that we're trying to get him to pitch with emotion but not be emotional. So I thought his stuff was really crisp. I mean, he's made just tremendous strides in 12 months. And even though, 4 walks in 3 innings or whatever it was, nobody's ever pleased with that. I thought the quality of some of his pitches were really good, and I think he'll be noticeably better the next time out.
And Coach, sometimes it's big to bridge to get to Chase Lee. I thought he's coming off of his second year back from Tommy John, and sometimes it takes that long to get really comfortable. But talk about the performance Landon Green had out of the pen.
I thought Landon was electric. I think he was 93, 94, and throwing that mid-80s curveball slider thing, man. I mean, those pitches are why I quit playing baseball when I was 22 years old, man. I thought he was electric, and he's somebody that I haven't talked a lot about just because I didn't want to set expectations for him, because he's another guy that hasn't pitched a lot of college baseball. So, but he's going to be a big part of our weekend rotation going forward. Not saying he's going to start per se, but he's going to be pitching in big roles on the weekend for us, and just thought he was awesome.
And I wanted to ask you about Diodati too. He had the big home run, but he had a big hit yesterday. The little bit we saw them last year during your 16-1 start, 5 home runs. He just it seems to have that it factor. Talk about the big 2-run homer.
Yeah, Dio's a gamer. He's just one of those guys, and he works really hard and he practices hard, but he just has that ability to dial it up when the game start. And he's just a hitter. I mean, he he has hand-eye coordination and just has a really natural sense of timing. And that was big to hit that home run today. And everybody just they thumb him, because he's a physical kid and he's got the extra base hit numbers in his career. So everybody just they nibble, they work away, they soft, and I think you saw today why people don't challenge him with fastballs because he doesn't miss those very much.